Right, welcome to the greenhouse that I've been overwintering a lot of my plants. So it is March now, but just about the end of March, and a few things are ready to go back outside, but I just wanted to check in and see how these plants have been doing. So let's see, it's just a little bit of everything here. So it's kind of insane. But over here by the window, got these cordylines that been really popular for containers, and you see them everywhere used in container work, and some people say they're kind of hardy, but I didn't want to risk it, so I overwintered these so I can use them again this year for containers and seasonal plantings. I've got this is an evergreen dogwood. This is Cornus angustata, or elliptica, I think it's now classified as. It's a variety called Empress of China, which is really quite beautiful when it's in full bloom. It's an evergreen, and it's still kind of a young tree. I just potted them up. You can see how tiny they were, and I'm gonna let them fill in this pot, and hopefully by this summer they should be ready to transplant into the garden. I've got some Confolfias over here, the red hot pokers as they're called. This is the Confolfia northei, and will get quite large, and the ones out in the garden kind of took a hit, but I've got these babies to replace them just in case they croak. But yep, what else? Oh, this is gardenia. This is a gardenia called Frostproof. You think that I should be able to grow these outside, and you can, but they don't do quite as well. They need a little bit of protection. That's why they're here. And I've got seedlings of lilies already coming up. These are some of my own hybrids that I hybridized, and I don't know if they're gonna bloom this year, but you can see they're way ahead of the game. But the objective here is to hopefully get them out of these pots so the bulbs can get big enough so they can flower and bloom, and I'll know what they'll look like. Let's see, I've got an Astelia here that I've been overwintering. It's a variety called Silver Spears. And these look like a horrendous mess, but these are cannas. So this is a variety called Intrigue. It doesn't look like much now, obviously, but they should leaf out. I actually need to divide these and hopefully offer them for sale later this spring. I've got some Eucomis here, or pineapple lilies, that I've overwintered. And what else? Oh, this guy is called Musella. It's a relative of a banana. And you can see it needs to go to a bigger pot or out in the garden. It's not really completely hardy, but it's a really cool looking plant. And if it does flower, it has a flower that looks like a yellow artichoke, which is actually pretty cool. But I don't know if it's going to bloom for me, but I'm going to keep trying. Got some Mahonias here. This is Mahonia uribracteata. It's a new cultivar called Soft Caress. And you can see the new growth already starting. And I think this is a variety, or species I should say, that really needs to stay in a protected spot. The ones I planted out in the garden look horrendous right now. And just behind these Mahonias are beautiful Scheffleras. This is Schefflera de Lavai, and you can see they've overwintered here. Protection just fine, and hopefully they'll get big enough so they can start doing their thing. So I'm really excited to get these plants. I got these from J.C. Ralston Arboretum. So there's two here and one there. And this is an aspidistra, or cast iron plant. I got this at Plant Delights Nursery. And the epimediums are already in bloom. Take a look at this. This is Epimedium omiense, or X omiense, I should say. But really, really cool. Look at the new growth in the foliage there. It's awesome. And look at the detail in the flowers there. Huge flowers for an epimedium. So from huge flowers to huge leaves, check out this guy. This is Epimedium sagittatum. Sagittate, hence the shape of the leaves. So that's a new growth. Here's an older leaf. That's pretty cool, but its flowers are kind of puny. There they are. They're just finished. But not much to look at, but kind of cute. But it's the leaves, really. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And these are Mahonias, Mahonia gracilipes, that I've grown from seed, that I wanted to kind of beef up and get larger. Didn't want to risk them getting cold and hit by the frost. So they're cool because they have those chalky white undersides. And they're coming along, kind of slow, but keep at it. And here we have some podophyllums, also known as May apples. that have just come up. If these were outside, these would be zapped right now. Any kind of cold frost that gets to the tender new growth, they'd be gone. So they're here, protected, and looking fabulous.